Okay, I'm all set. Thank you.
Okay. So,
Hi there. Can you state your name, please?
Selena Curley,
Thank you.
you're welcome.
So today is you had pled not guilty, and we're going to retain an attorney. The last time we spoke, I've got a court date of February 10th of 2026 at 9:30 a.m. for you. I'm going to review your release conditions with you. Obey all orders of the court. Do not commit any crimes. Notify the court immediately if your address changes. Do not leave the state of Arizona without permission of the court. Do not possess or consume any alcohol or drugs without a valid prescription. Do you understand those release conditions?
Yes,
Can you comply with those release conditions?
yes, sir.
Will you appear in court on the court date that I provided as ordered?
Yes, sir.
Okay. With those promises, I'm going to release you on your own recognizance. I'll get that release order sent today, so you'll be released out of custody for that. Make sure that
Thanks.
you appear on the court date, because if you do not, I want you to hear this clearly, that if you do not appear on the next court date, we'll hold you until the end of the case. Okay?
Okay.
Your failure to appear history is not impressive. Okay?
Yes, sir.
So I'm giving you an opportunity. I know you've been there a little while. I'm giving you an opportunity to stand by your promise. So we'll see how it goes.
Okay, yes, sir. Thank you.
Okay, you bet. That's all I've got for you.
do it.
Hello there. Can you state your name, please?
Brianne, do it.
All right, Mr. Witt, we're here on three cases. The one that you're in custody for is case 2025 CM 12388. The other two cases are case numbers 2025 CM 12269 and case 2025 CM 12361. All cases are the same charge, which are interfering with judicial proceedings filed under the domestic violence statute. That is a class 1 misdemeanor that has a maximum fine of $2,500, 6 months in jail, and or 3 years of probation. Each charge of domestic violence has a mandatory minimum of a $50 address confidentiality fund fee, a $50 domestic violence fund fee, and mandatory domestic violence counseling. You don't need to do 3 counseling sessions of the same material. 1 counseling will handle all the cases. Okay. Your options are to plead guilty, not guilty, or no contest. If you plead guilty, we'll schedule you at a later date for sentencing, as we must comply with victims' rights notification. If you plead not guilty or no contest, we'll schedule you at a later date again, because we need to comply with victims' rights notifications. And those would be for the pretrial conference. That's where you meet with the prosecutor, discuss the case with the prosecutor, and one of 3 results occurs after you enter that plea of either not guilty or no, after you enter the plea of not guilty. Number 1, the case will proceed to trial, or the cases. Number 2, the cases could enter a plea agreement that all parties agree on. Or 3, the cases could be dismissed. You understand that information?
Yes, sir.
All right. You also have the right to be here in person, so I could set another court date for you to appear in person and give your plea if you wish to do that. Or I can take that now and save you that future court date if you waive your personal appearance and do it by video. Do I have your consent for that?
Yes, I'll appear by video today.
Okay. So that means you're waiving your personal appearance, and I'll take the plea today.
Yeah.
Okay. If you plead guilty or no contest, pleading guilty means that you committed the crime and are admitting to the facts of the case. No contest means that you're not admitting or denying the facts of the case, but accepting the conviction. Both guilty and no contest show the same on a criminal history as a conviction, or you plead not guilty. You also have the right to an attorney. None of these cases have jail time requirements. Now, I know you've been in custody, but it hasn't been part of sentencing. So none of these cases, as of now, have any jail time requirements. If that changes, then you'll be notified. Your rights will change. You might have the ability to have a court-appointed attorney. So as of now, since there's no jail time being requested, you don't have the right to a court-appointed attorney unless you can provide a good reason for one. Do you understand that?
I do.
All right, so your choices for an attorney are to waive the presence of an attorney, hire an attorney at your own expense, or ask the court for a court-appointed attorney and provide a cause.
I'll waive it for now.
Okay?
Um,
So that form that waives your personal appearance will be a two-part form. It'll waive the personal appearance that we discussed already, and number two, waiving the presence of an attorney, at least for now. Okay, and you can change your mind at any time throughout the court process.
Okay.
Do you have any questions about any of the information that I provided to you before I take a plea from you on each case?
No, Your Honor.
All right, and then if you've considered already, is your plea going to be the same for all three cases or individual?
It'll be the same for all 3 cases.
Okay, how do you wish to plead?
I'm not guilty.
All right. We'll enter your not guilty plea and enter your pretrial conference on all 3 cases, on all 3 the same date and time.
Okay.
Now, we've had many talks before about releasing you out of custody, and each time I've done that, you violated my orders. So the credibility with the court's very difficult if you tell me, promise you're not going to contact the alleged victim in these cases when there's a court order that says you're not supposed to sign by me or another judge. There's 3 different cases of you doing that here alleged against you. I'm not saying you're guilty of it. I'm saying they're alleged against you. My concern, again, would be if I release you, that you're going to do the same thing that you've done 3 times in a row.
I understand that, Your Honor. I still would like to get out, and be able to go and, go and get into a treatment program.
Okay.
That's my wishes.
Okay. The other component of that is domestic violence. Is if you get 3 in 84-month period, it can be charged as felonies. So you've got 3 cases here. So far, they haven't, asked for that to be into a felony allegation yet, but that certainly can happen. So be made aware of that. If that does, then the misdemeanors will dismiss and they'll go to the Superior Court for felony allegations on it. If you commit another offense of domestic violence, that could also, aggravate and promote those to felony charges. So your intentions are to be released out of custody and go into treatment?
That's my hope, yes.
Okay. Do you want me to order that, or do you want me to leave it on your own shoulders?
It's up to you.
Well, you're held on bond now. I can change that to held on bond or released directly to treatment center, or release you and then you can walk in on your own accord if you wanted to handle a little bit of business ahead of time. But the concern, the concern is what happens in between.
What's that? Say again?
The concern is what happens in between you walking out of jail on your own recognizance and going into the treatment center. That's the window that I'm concerned about.
Right. Yes, Your Honor, I understand that. I just would need to be able to get my legal paperwork in order so that I've got it and my hearings so that I can make sure that stays caught up. I believe I have everything in my custody that I need. And you had put the order in before that I could go with the civil standby if I need to one time.
Yes.
So if I don't have my insurance card, which I didn't have last time I tried to go to treatment, we could reach out and get that. I just want to make sure there's a legal way that I can reach out, and not be violating any order so that I could get into a treatment program.
Okay. I'm going to release you on your own recognizance, and then hopefully between now and the next court date that I've signed to, which is the 26th of January at 9 a.m. for all 3 cases, you already had been in and out of treatment, at least at a minimum level. You might be assigned to a treatment facility still, so we'll see how that progresses. Do you have any questions about what we talked about?
No, can you put in the waiver for the court-appointed attorney, because I didn't get that the last time. I didn't get any of my paperwork,
Okay.
so that I could fill it out just in case.
It is here. The waiver is here that we're agreeing on today. Anything else besides that?
No, Your Honor.
Okay, that's all I've got for you.
Yeah, I appreciate you. Thank you.
Yep. And then detention staff, who do I email this to?
What's that?
Who would you like me to email this to?
B. McDaniel.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome.
You're gonna go.